breaking a confession that no one saw coming, and it was all caught on camera. Mendeecees, the reality star known for drama, loyalty, and that infamous love triangle with Yandy Smith, just dropped a bombshell that has the entire internet in flames. In a leaked clip that's now going viral across Instagram and TikTok, Mendeecees finally admits what everyone's been whispering for months. Yeah, I did sleep with her, but that ain't my kid. Wait, what? Fans are stunned. Yandy is reportedly devastated, and the woman in question, she's refusing to stay silent. She says the child is his, and she has proof. Now, insiders are saying a secret DNA test was already done weeks ago, and the results were never released. Until now. But it's not just the baby bombshell. There's a second betrayal buried deep in this story that's about to tear everything apart. Insiders say Yandy may have known all along and played along for the cameras. You're not ready for what's next, because this scandal is about to get uglier than anything you've seen on TV. Stay right here. The secrets, the tests, the betrayal, and the baby are just the beginning. This scandal didn't start last night. This betrayal didn't begin in that viral video. This was years in the making. And the craziest part? The signs were always there. We just didn't want to believe them. Mendeecees Harris, reality TV's reformed bad boy, known for his wild past, his ride-or-die woman Yandy Smith, and his calm, camera-ready redemption arc. But behind the loyal husband image, the father figure, the prison redemption story, there was a storm brewing, and her name, Kira J., a former dancer turned entrepreneur, who made brief appearances in the background of Love and Hip Hop tapings in 2023, and whose name was conveniently edited out of reunion episodes. Now, thanks to leaked texts, fan-documented sightings, and a recorded confession, Kira is back in the headlines, and this time, it's not hiding. Let's take it back to 2022. During Mendeecees' so-called quiet year, while Yandy was deep in filming her skincare line launch and managing multiple businesses across Atlanta and New York, Mendeecees was frequently spotted handling business in Houston. At the time, no one thought anything of it. Till now. Because guess who was living in Houston? Yep, Kira J. Insiders claim Mendeecees and Kira's paths crossed again at a private club event. Yandy didn't attend. And according to an anonymous bottle girl who worked that night, he wasn't acting married at all. In the weeks that followed, social media detectives caught them liking the same memes, sharing matching lyrics on their IG stories, and even posting from the same exact hotel lobby just hours apart. At first, fans brushed it off as coincidence. Now, it looks like the prelude to a scandal. But here's where it gets messier. Late 2023, Kira disappears from social media. No posts, no stories, just gone. Then, January 2024, she reappears. Visibly pregnant, she never tagged the father. She never named names. But one comment under a cryptic baby bump photo said, "So we're not going to talk about how that baby looked just like Mendeecees?" It got 13,000 likes. She deleted the post the next day, and then came the Whisper campaign. Fans began speculating. Former castmates started throwing shade. An ex-assistant of Yandy's claimed in a now-deleted IG Live, "Yandy's known since last summer, she just didn't want it on the blogs. So let's connect the dots. Mendeecees mysteriously traveling to Houston. Kira goes off-grid for months, comes back pregnant. A baby is born with features fans say are undeniable. And Yandy, she's still posting couple goals content while looking to one insider like she's about to snap." Fast forward to last week. TMZ-style footage drops. A camera catches Mendeecees coming out of a private event. Paparazzi shout questions. He tries to ignore it until one question cuts too deep. "So are you finally ready to claim the baby, Mendeecees?" And that's when he says it, on camera. "Yeah, I slept with her. But that ain't my kid." Boom, denial, confirmation, and betrayal all in one sentence, within hours. The clip hits every blog, every feed, every phone. Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, TikTok, it goes everywhere. But wait, it gets worse. Kira responds. On her IG story, she posts a photo of the child side by side with a childhood photo of Mendeecees. The resemblance is shocking. Then she writes, "Y'all be lying so hard you start believing it. DNA test already happened. You just ain't ready for what it says." That's when fans realized there's a hidden paternity test. Somebody's lying. Now the internet is demanding answers. Yandy's silence is deafening. Mendeecees has turned off his comments, and Kira. She's reportedly shopping an interview with a major network to tell her truth. One source even claims she's been offered $250,000 for an exclusive appearance. And all of this leads us to the moment that will shatter everything ... because the real twist. The results of the DNA test are already out. And they're nothing like what we expected. The DNA test was never supposed to come out. That's what a source close to the Harris family whispered to a blog editor at 2 a.m. But now it's out, and it's explosive. Late last night, a screenshot began circulating online, a blurred document. It's time-stamped, bearing a clinic logo and a line in bold red letters. Paternity test result, 99.8% probability. The name at the top. Mendeecees Harris, the child's initials. KJH. Within minutes, hashtag 99.8 started trending. Instagram Reels, TikToks, fan reactions. And Kira. She wasted nitrogen monoxide time. She posted a boomerang of her cradling her baby with the caption, "He said it wasn't his." The science said otherwise. The internet erupted. Fans began tagging Yandy nonstop, demanding a response. And then, someone leaked the full document. It included Mendeecees' full legal signature dated 2 months ago. Meaning he knew the truth, and he still denied it. The fallout begins within hours. Mendeecees posted a now-deleted IG story, a black screen. White text, you think you know, but you don't know what's really going on. There's more to this story. But fans weren't buying it. The Shade Room's comment section exploded. He signed the test and still lied. Yandy better pack her skincare and run. This man been gaslighting the whole country. Even some Love and Hip Hop alumni chimed in. Erica Mena posted, "Some men love to pretend until the receipts hit." Kirk Frost commented, "Y'all just now realizing this man never changed?" And then came the first official twist. Yandy speaks, but not how you tack you out of nowhere. Yandy Smith goes live barefaced, eyes red. Voice shaking. 1.4 million people tuned in within seconds. "I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to handle this privately, like a wife should. But since the world has made me a trending topic, here it is." She takes a deep breath. "Yes, I've known. I found out about the baby months ago. I confronted him, stayed quiet, because I thought we could fix it behind the scenes. I thought maybe it wasn't true." She wipes away a tear. "But when that video dropped, when he looked in that camera and lied like that, I knew it was over." Boom. She just confirmed everything. But that wasn't the jaw-dropper. The shock came when she said this. "You want? Real. Here's real. I wasn't the only one he was cheating on." "Wait, what?" she continued. "Kira wasn't the first. She was just the one that got caught. I have DMIs, I have texts, I have names. And if I get pushed any further, I'll release all of it." The live ends. The world loses its mind. From scandal to war just an hour later, Kira goes live too, but she's not crying. She's smiling. "Y'all thought I was scared of her? Please, I've been keeping secrets out of respect, not fear." She holds up her phone and plays a voice recording, a muffled conversation between her and Mendeecees. In the clip, Mendeecees can be heard saying, "If this gets out, Yandy's gonna leave me. She can't handle another scandal. She barely stayed after the Miami thing. The Miami thing, TikTokers went into overdrive. What happened in Miami? Who was involved? Is there another woman? Within minutes, new theories emerged. Theory 1. Mendeecees had a second child in Miami from a brief affair in 2021. Theory 2. A former Love and Hip Hop crew member was involved in an NDA scandal linked to Mendeecees. Theory 3. Kira's baby isn't the only one, she just happened to be brave enough to speak out. And then, the document, Locus Another File, hits the blogs this time from a paralegal source. It's a draft custody agreement between Mendeecees and Kira, dated last month, which means Mendeecees was already negotiating child support and visitation while publicly denying the baby. The world felt duped. The hashtags changed overnight. Hashtag Free Andy. Hashtag Mendeecees the manipulator. Hash she knew, he knew, we all knew. Hash KIE Raw deserves justice, even brands began to react. A hair care company reportedly cut ties with Mendeecees. Yandi skincare line saw a 32%/10 skincare line saw a 32% increase in sales in 24 hours. And rumor has it, OWN Network is now in talks with Yandi and Kira for a tell-all docuseries. The final twist of this chapter. An anonymous source dropped one last note to the blogs. Kira's baby isn't the only one he denied. Ask about New Orleans. Ask about 2018. There's another child. And this time, some mother is ready to talk. Double quotes, boom, one scandal, one confession. And now a second baby rumor threatens to destroy what's left of Mendeecees' image. The drama just escalated from betrayal to full-blown collapse. Just when the dust was starting to settle, another woman came forward. And this time, she brought proof no one can deny. Introducing Raina D, a quiet, private woman based in New Orleans. Not a reality star, not an influencer, just a woman with a 6-year-old child. And a story that could ruin Mendeecees forever. At exactly 11:11 a.m., the popular gossip blog TN Truth posted a single sentence. She's ready to talk. She kept the receipts and the boy looks just like him. Attached was a blurred photo of a young boy with striking features, high cheekbones, almond eyes, and a crooked smile eerily similar to Mendeecees in his teenage years. The post was captioned, "Brace yourselves. Raina is about to break the internet." And that's exactly what happened. Raina breaks her silence at 8 p.m. that night. Raina appeared live on YouTube via a channel with over 1 million subscribers. No glam, no filters. Just truth. I've been silent for years because I thought it was better for my son. But when I saw how easily Mendeecees lied about Kira's baby, I knew I couldn't stay quiet anymore. She continued, "My son, Jace, is 6. He was conceived after a night Mendeecees and I spent together in 2018. During Essence Fest, I didn't even know who he really was at first. He told me his name was D. Only later did I put the pieces together." But it wasn't just a random fling. Raina then dropped the first receipts. Texts from 2018 with Mendeecees' number. Asking for photos of Lil Man, an old selfie of them together, date stamped July 6, 2018, a flight receipt showing Mendeecees flew to New Orleans. The same weekend she conceived, she said she contacted him years later when she realized the resemblance. He responded once, "I'm not ready to go down that road," and never spoke again. The shocking DNA secret now here. Where it goes nuclear. Raina reveals she already did a secret DNA test through a third-party lab that accepts cheek swabs from relatives. The test compared her son's DNA with Mendeecees' cousin who voluntarily participated. The results? Paternal relationship is highly likely, 98.6% match. The internet breaks, blogs start running side-by-side photos of Mendeecees and the child. Fans start tagging Yandi again, and then a verified fan account reposts a screenshot from an old episode of Love and Hip Hop showing Mendeecees wearing the same t-shirt from Raina's selfie. Boom, verified. He was there. The timeline crumbles. Now fans start connecting the dots. 2018 Raina's pregnancy 2019. Yandy's on again. Off again storyline around trust issues. 2020, Mendeecees mysteriously goes MIA from filming for 3 weeks and now we know why. Because Reina wasn't the only one he was ghosting. A new leak emerges, a text from Mendeecees to a third unnamed woman dated. Just 6 months ago. I can't have more baby mama drama. That's career suicide. Who was that message meant for? Is there a third woman? The blogs are losing their minds. Mendeecees fumbles his response at midnight. After being dragged all day, Mendeecees finally posts a black screen. Again, not everything you hear is true. There are people out here who just want attention. I'm not perfect, but I'm not what they're trying to make me out to be. No mention of Reina, no denial, no clarification. And that's when the comments section explodes. This ain't denial. This is guilt in Helvetica. Your PR team must have quit mid-paragraph, so you gaslit to women with your full chest. Then someone leaks an alleged text from Mendeecees' team. Damage control isn't working. Pull the brand deals before more lawsuits hit. Lawsuits? What's happening behind the scenes? Insiders claim Reina has already lawyered up and may file a paternity suit plus back child support claim that could cost Mendeecees over $200,000, and that's not including Kira's case. Celebs start reacting this scandal is now too big for even Hollywood to ignore. Cardi B tweeted, "Some of y'all talk about building empires while leaving your own kids behind. Gross." Young Miami commented on a blog post, "Mendeecees gotta be stopped. TF is this." Lil Scrappy went live and said, "Bro out here, like Nick Cannon, minus the honesty." And fans begin boycotting his brand deals, podcast appearances, and even demanding MTV remove old episodes that portray him as a family man. Then comes the biggest reveal. Yet Kira goes live again, but this time she's not mad. She's smiling, calm, confident. And she says one thing. "I told y'all he lied about me. Okay? I told y'all there was more. But guess what? He came back after the test. After the cameras. He asked me to keep it quiet. He said, and I quote, 'We can fix this if you just play along.'" She plays a voice recording. It's clearly Mendeecees. "Let me handle the media. I'll take care of everything. Just don't post anything new till it dies down. Trust me, this will all blow over." It won't. Not anymore, because now he's not facing public backlash. He's facing legal hell. To children, to women. Years of deception, a collapsing image that may never recover. And as Yandy remains silent, insiders say she's planning her exit, quietly, permanently. The internet is in total revolt. What started as a scandalous clip has now turned into a full-blown cultural reckoning. And the backlash toward Mendeecees is unlike anything we've seen since the Tristan Jordan-Chloe meltdown of 2019. It's not just cheating, it's not just baby denial. It's the years of deception, the camera-perfect lies, and the smugness of thinking he could get away with it all. And now, nobody's giving him a pass. Social media goes nuclear. Hashtag Mendeecees exposed. Hashtag deadbeat with designer sneakers. Hashtag Yandy Y deserves peace, all trending globally. Memes are everywhere. TikTokers are dramatizing the timeline with full reenactments, voiceovers, and even courtroom-style breakdowns. One viral TikTok titled "Mendeecees lied to the world while holding a baby that wasn't his." Or was it? Hit 12 million views in 24 hours. Here are the top comments across all platforms. "He's not a father figure. He's a father fraud." Yandy was building brands. He was building side families. How you get 2 DNA tests in 2 different zip codes and still say, "That ain't my kid." He was ready to gaslight science. Twitter X Spaces hosted live debates between fans of the couple, with thousands tuning in to argue whether Yandy should have left years ago. The consensus: she should have. But now, the world wants to see her win. Celebs and influencers take sides. This Scandal has officially made its way beyond the blogs and into celebrity group chats. Taraji P. Henson commented under a fan post, "Ladies, stop trying to build kings out of clay." Keek Palmer tweeted, "You're not reformed if the only thing you've changed is your clothes." Nene Leakes posted a meme of herself yelling, "I said what I said," with the caption, "Yandi knew, and now she's done." Even Ciara reposted a story that read, "Protect your peace, even if it means losing the one you prayed for." This isn't just a scandal anymore, it's a moment. A loud, messy, undeniable, culture-shifting moment. Brands begin dropping Mendeecees consequences. Weren't just social, they got financial. In the last 48 hours, a luxury streetwear brand cut ties with Mendeecees, removing all campaign images. A wellness podcast he co-hosted announced a temporary hiatus. A charity event where he was booked as a speaker on fatherhood and second chances quietly removed his name. An internal source at a major streaming network even leaked a message from their legal team. "We strongly recommend postponing any Mendeecees-centric programming until this crisis resolves. If it does, ouch." Meanwhile, Yandi makes her move. For 72 hours, Yandi was silent. No lives, no tweets, no tearful statements. It's just stillness. Strategy. Then she posted a photo of herself holding her daughter, standing in front of a luxury black SUV in a gorgeous brown trench coat. Caption, "Peace is expensive. I'm finally ready to pay for it." It's over 1.1 million likes in 6 hours. Top comment from Gabrielle Union, "Welcome back to you." And here's where it gets spicy. Sources say Yandi is now in talks with two platforms, OWN Network and Netflix, for a limited docuseries called Unbreakable: What I Survived While They Watched Me. Smile. It would follow her rebuilding her brand, raising her kids, and navigating co-parenting while the world watches. BET producer leaked that Love and Hip Hop is trying to get her back under any terms, offering creative control and executive producer credit. But guess who they're not bringing back? You already know. Mendeecees' team is melting down. A leaked internal chat between his PR rep and business manager paints a nightmare scenario. Damage control isn't working. Every move we make, they twist it. Every silence, they fill in with facts. One last-ditch effort to post an apology video was scrapped after test viewers called it narcissistic, flat, and fake. He's now allegedly in hiding, avoiding the press, and being advised to stay offline until legal matters are resolved. Legal. Oh yeah, both Kira and Raina are moving forward with legal claims, one for back child support, the other for fraud and emotional distress tied to years of denial and media manipulation. And if either case hits court, the receipts will be public record. Let that sink in. The public verdict: he was given a second chance. He threw it away. Now he's being held accountable in full view. As one fan put it perfectly in a tweet with 185K likes, he fumbled Yandi. He fumbled fatherhood. Now he's fumbling his legacy. This is what the fall of a fake king looks like. Just when the internet had collectively canceled Mendeecees, just when Yandi was being hailed as the phoenix rising from the ashes, a new voice entered the chat, and it flipped everything. It came in the form of a now viral voice note leaked to the blog Mediamall. A whispery.com feminine voice. Not Kira, not Raina, Yen dy. And in the recording, you hear her say with absolute control, "If he thinks I didn't know about the other baby, he's stupid. I let him lie. I needed time, I needed sympathy, and now I've got both. Let him burn." Wait, what? This isn't a woman blindsided. This is a woman playing chess, not checkers. The voice note continues. "Netflix wanted my story. OWN offered money, and now I'm finally free. He's not the villain. He's the pawn." Boom. The entire narrative spins on its axis. Yandi, the silent strategist. The fans are now divided again. Did Yandi masterfully orchestrate the timing of her heartbreak? Did she allow Mendeecees to lie, knowing it would tank his image, while she walked away with public support and a seven-figure media deal? Theories start flying. A Reddit thread goes viral titled, "Yandi played the long game. Here's how she let him destroy himself." Key points from the post. Yandi stayed silent for weeks while social support built behind her. She strategically posted photos of peace and success, feeding the strong single mom narrative. Now she's cashing in, securing production deals, and possibly writing a book. One fan commented, "Yandi just served poetic justice. Cold and calculated, and I respect it, but others aren't so sure. A secret alliance." And here's where the twist gets dark. A leaked email thread, reportedly from a Bet staffer, shows early emails between Yandi's team and Kira's, weeks before the baby scandal broke. Subject line: coordinated media planning. Reclaiming the narrative. WAIT. Were they working together? Could it be that Yandi and Kira had already compared notes and agreed to let Mendeecees bury himself? Was the drama we all witnessed a carefully timed collapse, led by the women who were done being silent? Kira hasn't denied it, Yandi hasn't responded, and Mendeecees still missing. The final setup as Bet prepares to air its upcoming reunion Fallout special. Producers are teasing one final surprise: an unannounced guest with footage Bet has never aired. And a truth that changes everything. Insiders say a former friend of Mendeecees, someone with a deep connection to Yandi, is ready to come forward and blow the lid off the entire facade. The network's teaser line isn't just about betrayal, this is about revenge. And someone is about to get played for the very last time. The cliffhanger as of tonight: Mendeecees is silent. Yandi's media empire is growing. Kira is shopping her side of the story to Hulu. Reina has filed court papers and the paternity case is officially open. And yet, the most pressing question is no longer, is that his baby? It's now? Was everything we saw scripted by the women he underestimated? And guess what? Part 2 is coming, with more secrets, more voices. And the final betrayal we're not ready for, to be continued. You just witnessed one of the most twisted scandals in reality TV history, and we're still not done. From secret babies, to voice notes, to leaked DNA results, to a wife who may have been 5 steps ahead the entire time. This isn't a story. This is a takedown. So now we turn to you. Do you think Yandi knew the whole time? Was she the victim or the architect? Did Kira really team up with her? Or was this all just a chaotic coincidence that spiraled out of control? And what about Mendeecees? Should he be held accountable for what he did? Or are the women playing the game just as hard? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. We're reading every theory, every conspiracy, every savage roast. And don't forget, part 2 is already in motion. We've got insider footage from the Bet reunion, unseen messages from Reina, and someone else, someone unexpected, is stepping forward. You thought this was messy. You haven't seen anything yet. So hit like, smash that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Because when the next truth drops, you'll want to be the first one screaming, "I knew IT." Stay locked in. Locked in.